bedroom is the third door on the right. And the back stairs lead up to...
What's up, Sherlock? Blueprint?
No, I just brought some work. Hey, listen, we're gonna go out and eat. I'm starving.
I'm curious.
Hey.
Let's see, lot 445, blocks 27A, B... It's the Lockridge's thing.
This case I was working on, there's a property dispute between the Lockridges and the Capwells and, you know, me.
Baloney. You were going to break into the Lockridge house because you think Lionel stole the serum to give to his new wife.
Oh, now you're jumping to conclusions, dear.
Yes, but I'm usually right. Thank God I jumped before you went through with it.
Oh, come on. Lockridge had to take this stuff. I mean, Caroline Wood, she got literally overnight better.
Breaking and entering is not the answer.
You got a better one?
Sure do, Loverpot.
What are you doing?
I've always found it revealing to see what people spend their money on.
Well, forgive me if I misunderstood. I thought Nicholas was our client.
Yes, and I'm getting to know him a little better so that we can be a greater help to him.
You think snooping through his checkbook will be helpful?
Cruz, we're detectives. We snoop for a living.
I repeat, Eleanor, we're working for the man, not against him.
I know that,
The subject is closed. Keep the checkbook closed, too.
That's it. This thing can stay right here.
In the middle of the room?
Yeah, I'm too exhausted to make any more decisions.
At least we got every earthly possession we have into this space.
Yeah, and some pretty unearthly ones. I mean, what is in that box marked moons and stars? What the hell is that? Moons and stars.
My collection of starfish and moonstones from when I was a kid. Do me a favor.
Yeah, what?
Kiss me.
Oh, was enough energy left for that? Yeah, this place is so amazing. Every little detail is so authentic. I mean, there's probably even a loose stone outside the front door.
What would that be for?
You have to put the latchkey under. Except, of course, everybody knows where it is. The poster even uses it to put your mail inside when you're out.
You sound as if you've actually lived in a place like this before.
Yeah, well, actually, I did. For a little while.
With Elizabeth?
Yes, with Elizabeth.
Mason Capwell.
Eden is alive.
You hired me because you were impressed with my credentials, and now you're treating me like an amateur.
You're going to work for me, lady. You're going to abide by my rules.
And you're going to give me some space. You know better than anyone that you don't always go by the book in this business.
Let me repeat myself. Nicholas hired us to find his serum, and anything that does not directly relate to that job is none of our damn business, especially going through his personal papers.
It's not that cut and dried, Cruz. The reason I have been so successful is because I've always gone by my instincts. That's what separates me from the run-of-the-mill hacks. You have to get to know the person that you're after. You have to live his life for a while. You have to get in his mind, and you have to always stay one step ahead of him. You're right. You're right. You're the boss. So, we'll do it your way.
I'm sorry. You've been waiting long?
No, not at all. Is this a bad time?
Yes. But I don't see a better one coming along soon. I've run into some problems with the serum, duplicating it. I hope you're having better luck finding the stolen batch.
Not at all. Mr. Lockridge denies having anything to do with it, as does his wife. If he did take it, we're going to have to find some other route to get to him. Well, now, what about Gina Capwell? I mean, it seems to me she's a likely candidate.
No, I told you. I suspected her at first. Then I changed my mind.
Maybe you were right the first time.
I am not ruling out any possibilities. Go ahead. Find out what you can about Gina.
Gina! Will you come down here and answer me?
Hold on to your pony. You have absolutely no patience.
And you have absolutely no taste in sunglasses. A wig. What's this?
All right. What am I? Come on. Give me a guess.
The ladies' room attendant at a suntan parlor.
Keith.
Oh, no, of course not. You're going to go up to Lionel's door knocking and say you're Tina Louise. That you've got a tropical disease on Gilligan's Island. And that possibly, maybe, could he give you some serum?
This is not a joke, Keith. This is going to get us in the Lockridge house. I'm the new night nurse.
Really? You really think that Lionel and Caroline are going to fall for this for 1 second?
I have that part of it all worked out.
Is that, I mean, what if they ask you to do a medical procedure? I mean, what would you do then? You'd kill her. Then I'd have to prosecute you for murder.
Don't be so melodramatic.
I thought I was being funny.
It's not a joke, Keith. I need your full attention. This plan is going to work because we're both in on it together.
Why is it you're always happiest when you're scheming, dear?
Because I realize what rich people we're going to be when we get that serum. I mean, if we can market it before Dr. Nicholas comes out with his new improved version, we'll be doing a great service to humanity.
All right, noble soul. I knew that was your primary objective.
Why not do well while you're doing good? We'll sell it to the highest bidder and live happily ever after.
Yeah.
Who knows? The journey of a mile begins with the first step, and the first step is getting to the Lockridge estate.
My beautiful wife and Dr. Nicholas's serum.
And thank God it worked.
Thank God you had the courage to use it. I just couldn't, because I didn't want to harm you.
I didn't have anything to lose. And I think, Lionel, at some point we are going to have to let Dr. Nicholas know that we took that.
Oh, at some point, yeah. But listen, I guess I was very angry at him for not releasing it when you needed it, but I'm not one to hold a grudge, especially the way you were.
We might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. You used yourself for a guinea pig for him. You ought to be damn grateful.
You know what I'm most grateful about? Not missing out on all the wonderful times we have ahead of us. That would have been so cruel. I have dreams that they just have to be lived. Birthday parties, Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas mornings I want to share with you. And Lionel, I want you to show me all the places in the whole world that you've ever been. And if we don't have the money to do that, you can just tell me about them. You know what I want more than anything right now?
What's that?
I want a honeymoon with you. How those plans coming?
Oh, they're coming, okay. Before we go, I want you to be checked out by the doctors and make sure everything's okay. You have an appointment today.
I haven't forgotten. He's only going to tell us what we already know.
Absolutely.
That I am completely well. And that is why I feel absolutely sensational. Sensational. In fact, I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for the longest time.
Oh, what's that? What's it?
Well, much better if I demonstrate.
Oh, a demonstration? A demonstration?
That's right. This house does bring up old memories.
Look, it is not the house. This house has nothing to do with the other one. Now, come here. Come. Listen to me. There's no room inside of me now for anyone but you. Okay? Come here.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just thought I'd drop by a housewarming gift.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, Maisie.
How are you?
I'm fine. Great. This place looks terrific. What is it? Early English? Early cardboard?
Early mess? No, we're just waiting to decorate till we've unpacked everything.
Yeah, still quite a few adjustments to make.
Yeah. Well, Dad's the one who's going to have to do the adjusting once he gets back from his business trip. Better be careful or he'll huff and puff and try to blow your little house down.
Oh, no, he won't. It's too solid.
The house or the relationship?
Oh, damn.
What?
Forgot to leave my key at the motel, which means I also left my deposit there. Look, I better go and get it. Okay, I won't be long.
Okay.
Thanks for the champagne again, Miss.
Don't mention it.
You got another one of those calls, didn't you?
Yeah. This time I taped it so you can hear for yourself. I know you think I've been going crazy, Kelly, but this is going to prove that I'm not. The weird part is, I'm beginning to believe that Eden is alive.
Yes, hello, this is Mrs. Lionel Lockridge. I'm calling to confirm my appointment. 7 p.m. Thank you. Bye. Who is it? Just a minute. Well, this is a surprise.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to you, Gina. Can I come in?
I was just on my way out.
Well, this will just take a second.
All right, but I don't have much time.
Thanks. Nice place. What a step up from that motel room you were living in.
I hear you're a private detective. Did you come to investigate my living quarters?
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted to ask you some questions about your expensive tastes and the lengths to which you might go to extend them.
Do you mind if I ask you who hired you?
Dr. Alex Nicholas.
Is that right?
Yeah, he hired me to catch a thief, the one who stole the serum from his laboratory.
Oh, I'm sure Nicky doesn't suspect me.
Oh, no, the good doctor wants to think the best of you, Gina, but unfortunately, or fortunately as the case may be, I know you better than he does.
Isn't that sweet?
You know, I thought I was being rather polite.
I didn't take that stuff from his lab crew.
But he did tell you, though, that he was close to a breakthrough just before the stuff disappeared. Isn't that right?
So what? I mean, he's been close to a breakthrough for a long time. He even gave a press conference about it when he first came to town. A lot of people knew about that serum. Anybody could have taken it. This is so typical. And this is so unfair. Something is missing, so you accuse me. I am Santa Barbara's all-around, all-purpose scapegoat for everything. I've gone straight cruise. Ever since I had that terrible experience with Kelly's tape. I couldn't go through that again. I mean, what did it accomplish? The Capwells hate me for the rest of my life. I almost spent years in jail, Cruz. I would never get involved with something like this.
Oh, that's great to hear, Gina. Then you won't mind telling me where you were the night the serum disappeared.
I don't believe this. No matter what I say, you're going to think I'm lying. I don't have to give you an alibi. I don't even have to answer any more of your insulting questions. You're not a policeman anymore. I don't know what you think you're doing coming into my house and accusing me of being a thief. No, I think you should just get out of here right now.
Let me give you some cheap advice. It's time for you to get smart, Gina.
Get out of here, Castillo, now!
Fine, but if you're lying to me, I'm gonna make it hurt.
I am not lying. I have not got the serum. Then get out!
I get Castillo's license. The first thing he does is send his henchette down here to question me. That's chutzpah. You know, that's real machismo.
So you claim you don't know anything about the missing serum?
Not only Miss Norris, but do I claim it. I insist upon it. And I already gave this information to Dr. Nicholas.
Common knowledge has it that you and Gina Capwell are very close friends.
Gina? In a lab? You wouldn't know which vial to violate. You know, go run back and tell your boss that he's been barking up the wrong fire hydrant. Excuse me, I've got an appointment.
One more thing, Mr. Simmons. Certain people in positions of power sometimes get the feeling that they're above the law. Somehow I get the feeling that you're one of those people.
Do you? Well, something you got to learn about the legal game, sweetheart. And that is you never accuse anybody without proof.
I'm not in the legal game, sweetheart. I'm a detective.
You know, you're cute. But it wouldn't mess with me.
Oh, yeah? I wouldn't mess with me. And don't you ever call me sweetheart again.
Sweetheart.
What are you doing here? You know I don't want to be seen with you.
I couldn't wait any longer. If you want me to keep up the calls to Meison and Capwell, you'll have to keep up with the payments.
Alive. What do you think?
I think this person's very sick. Mason, I'm sorry you've had to deal with this.
touched off something in me that I can't seem to shake off. What if it's true, Kelly? What if Eden was kidnapped, being held somewhere?
Listen, if she was kidnapped, we would have gotten a demand for a ransom a long time ago. Listen, all her ID were found. Maybe if you'd been in Utah with us, spoken to the sheriff, maybe you'd be able to accept her death a little easier. I think someone's trying to drive you crazy. That's what I remember, all the hate mail you used to get. Maybe this is another convict you put away when you were district attorney.
Possibility.
I don't get it. I mean, you're the one who's usually the most logical, the most skeptical of all of us, and I never expected a reaction out of you.
I agree. That's why I'm not treating this lightly.
Well, then maybe we should call the police or go to Cruz.
Not yet.
Why not?
Because we have nothing to go on except a bunch of crank calls and my intuition. That's not enough. I want to wait until I'm sure what I'm up against.
Sorry, that took longer than I expected. That idiot manager didn't want to give up my deposit.
Well, I'm going back to the office anyway.
Well, Mason, it's late. Don't you want to get home?
No, I've got some work to do there, including looking over the transcripts of your trial, Jeffrey. They arrived today. I should have a pretty good idea how to go about clearing you before long.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it, getting the decision of a foreign court overruled?
More impossible things have been done.
Listen, Mason, I've been giving it a lot of thought. Maybe we should just leave things alone.
Jeffrey, why? If he can prove you're innocent, let's let him.
Oh, because reopening the case would only cause more publicity. I've had enough of that to last me a lifetime. I mean, what if we're not successful and it's all for nothing? Yeah, at least now I'm free, you know?
Are you? It didn't sound that way when you told me what it felt like to be under the verdict of not proven. Jeffrey, we might be able to prove to my father and the rest of the world that you had nothing to do with the death of your wife.
Proving it to Daddy is not what matters here. And I know what it would mean to you if we got that verdict changed to not guilty.
I'm sorry, I must sound very ungrateful.
No. I just think that if Mason can help us, we should let him try.
Yeah. I just hope that we don't have any reason to regret it.
Well, neither Keith nor Gina is above stealing the serum for profit. That goes without saying. But my money is still on Lionel.
Because of his wife's miraculous recovery.
Because he was desperate.
Well, then let's go after him. Let's see if your hunch is right.
I intend to. He's a sensitive guy. And an honest man, I think. If he really stole this stuff, I imagine he's feeling bad about it right now, which is probably why he was protesting so loudly when I brought it up. He kept swearing that he had nothing to do with it. At the same time, he was saying that he'd never apologize if he had taken it.
Well, if he's as sensitive as you say he is, then he'll break down as soon as we make him think we have hard evidence against him.
No way. Threatening him is never going to work.
What if we say that we have a witness that actually saw him go into the lab that night and warn him that Dr. Nicholas is about to press charges on him and his wife?
He'd probably refuse to cooperate at all. You don't corner a guy like Lionel. He gets ornery. You don't handle it that way.
Cruz, now don't tell me when you were a policeman you made callers by appealing to the culprit's better nature.
Well, that depended on the culprit, Oliver.
Well, this one we do not have time to gentle along. If he's the guy, we've got to go out and get him and recover the serum.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it my way unless it's a problem for you.
We have really got different ways of working, don't we?
Yes, obviously we do.
But I like it. It makes things more interesting, don't you think?
I think we should get over to the Lockridges.
Just promise me one thing. That if your approach doesn't work, you'll give mine a shot?
We'll talk about it. When and if the occasion arises.
Hi. This is the Lockridge house, right? I'm sorry I'm a little late, but I had car trouble.
Who are you?
My name's Sally. I'm the night nurse for Mrs. Lockridge.
Oh, well, I don't understand. I just got here a little while ago. I'm supposed to do night
I
duty.
can't believe this. The booking agency did it to me again. It drives me right up the wall. You know, I'm going to have to go down there and fire that scheduling secretary myself. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too upset. After all, we're both getting full pay. But there's no reason both of us should stay here tonight. I'll tell you what, I don't mind. Because this has happened before, and last time I got to go home with full pay. So why don't you just take the night off? I mean, fair is fair. Go take in a movie or a nice, long, hot soak in a tub. I'll explain everything to the agency. I'll tell them they made a mistake.
That's nice of you. But maybe I'd better stay until Mr. and Mrs. Lockridge get back from the doctor.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll explain everything to him. Besides, Mrs. Lockridge is feeling so good. Who knows, maybe she decided to go dancing, and then we'd both be waiting here for nothing. Now, come on. You get your purse. You get on out of here, and you promise me one thing. Have fun. I'll take care of our patients. All right, Lionel. Where'd you hide it?
Chintz. Jeffrey, chintz on the curtains. We'll take this fabric from the couch, put it on here, maybe make some pillows out of the same thing around the fireplace, have like a real bohemian.
I knew there was someone to shut you up.
Oh, I have been babbling, I know.
Well, ordinarily, I love to hear you babble, but I was wondering, see, do you happen to know whether champagne glasses are packed?
I haven't got any champagne glasses.
Ah, well, neither do I, so we'll just have to improvise, won't we? Yeah, not very romantic, but I guess they'll do. Whoa. Next time we'll drink coffee out of champagne glasses. There you go, my love.
I love that.
What, mugs?
No. No, you say, my love.
To our new home.
To our new home. My love. Debbie, I can't wait.
And I can't wait to start painting my paintings and things like that. I could if I could find where I packed that hammer. You know where
I have something else in mind for tonight.
This feels so right. I belong here with you. In this house. Sort of mystical, isn't it?
I know, I can feel it.
Do you? There's so much I want to share with you. And give you. I don't ever want to disappoint you.
How could you do that? You're everything I want.
Waiting in the car.
I got impatient. Did you find it?
No.
Why were you leaving then?
Because I'm giving up.
You never give up. Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it. Do I look like a person that found a vial? Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go. It looks like we are going to be able to go to that honeymoon after all that. The doctor was so encouraging.
Encouraging? I think I was flabbergasted. That's the reason he kept calling in his colleagues, because he kept saying it's a miracle.
It is a miracle. Lionel, look, I know that you felt bad about not being able to say anything about that serum, but I'm not even sure it was that serum that saved me. I tell you, I think it was your love and your faith in me.
That's very sweet thought.
No, I mean it. There were times when I felt like I was just slipping away, and then I'd see your face and I'd hear your voice telling me that you loved me, telling me to hang on. Why don't we send that nurse home? I don't need her. I want to spend some time alone with you.
A very good thought. A very, very good thought.
Miss Bradley. Yo, Miss Bradley.
Miss Strange?
Hi. Sorry to bother you again, but my associate and I need to talk to you.
Remember when we were on the run? In the van in the greenhouse and all that? And I used to try and trick you into telling me about yourself, about what your life was like before me. You wouldn't do it, remember? You were too clever for me.
Yeah, well, I had so many things to hide then. I can't tell you how good it feels to have it all out in the open.
You're still so much out of me.
What do you want to know?
Who was your first girlfriend? How'd you guys meet? Things like that.
Sarah Swain.
Swain.
I was 7 years old. I met her in the playground at school.
Go on. Good beginning.
You're really asking me about Elizabeth, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every memory I have of Elizabeth is linked with some kind of pain.
You're saying that you didn't love her?
No, I'm saying that our early days were colored by whatever happened afterwards. You know, not just the accident, but the years that led up to that. I mean, I was so young and naive. And when I compare what I feel for you now to what I felt for her then, it's hard to call it love, infatuation, maybe.
What was she like?
What was she like? She was bright enough. She could be quite funny at times when she wanted to, but basically she was different. She had these mood shifts. She used to drink quite a bit. I knew that before we were married, but it got worse. In fact, everything got worse. And the fact that she came from this wealthy, upper-class brood who disliked me on principle, you know, sight unseen, it almost drove me away in the beginning. I wish to God it had now. Anyway, she had this need to go to every party she could. I needed, of course, to practice my music. And then came the fights. Sometimes in public, in front of friends, anywhere. It was those fights that got me into the trouble later on, after the accident.
Look at you. You're tensing up just talking about it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't even like to think about that time in my life.
All right, Jeffrey, I have one more question. And that's it, I promise. What does she look like?
I don't know. She wasn't very pretty. Plain, really. Nothing like you. Hey, look, I meant what I said, all right? You've taught me how to love again. I never thought I'd get over the problems that I had and all the things that happened to me. But I feel like my life only really began when I met you. I wish there was something I could do to make you really believe that.
There is. You can hold me and never let me go. Hang on. Hello?
Kelly, it's Meyson.
What's the matter?
I have to see you right away.
We're not going to answer any more of your questions.
Look, I wasn't planning on asking any.
Then why are you here?
I wanted to fill you in on the work Dr. Nicholas is doing on the serum right now. I thought maybe knowing the problems he's been running into might make you feel a little less bitter toward him.
Come here.
Thank you.
Since when do detectives bother justifying their clients to suspects?
Well, Lionel, I'm not...
We found out some information that might affect you in a very serious way.
What information?
We're very worried about your wife, and so is Dr. Nicholas. His experiments indicate that this drug could have some very dangerous properties. The subject shows dramatic improvement at first, but then soon after, when the beneficial effects wear off, the subject is left off even worse than before.
That's enough. That's enough out of you.
Well, I thought they should...
I don't want to hear another word. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. She's lying. She was just saying that to try to get you to admit that you stole the stuff. I apologize.
Why don't you both get the hell out of here?
Lionel, please. I need you to hear me out on this, please. Now, Dr. Nicholas is wasting valuable time trying to recreate the batch of this stuff that was stolen. However deeply you question the man's motives, the fact remains that the work he's doing is vitally important. And it seems to me we have a moral obligation here that supersedes any one person's needs. Now, forgive us. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, you win. Okay.
Thank you. Where is it?
What's left of it is right there in that desk drawer.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
What is that?
It's not here. The serum's gone.
It was in with the regular mail in an unstamped envelope addressed to me. Notice a poster behind her? For a rodeo, May 1st through 3rd, 1987.
I don't understand. The serum was here. It was here this morning.
Well, maybe you took it out of here and put it someplace else since then?
No, it was here this morning. I didn't move it.
I saw it there, too.
Who else could have taken it from the desk?
I don't know. My daughter stayed overnight with a friend. She hasn't been here all day.
Yeah, and it was the maid's day off.
Yeah, there was a nurse here. We left her here when we went to see the doctor, but well, she wasn't here when we got back.
What's her name?
Miss Bradley. The agency sent her, but she seems a perfectly nice woman.
You know, the police are probably going to have to be notified about this now. I was hoping not to have to do that, Lionel, but you could be in a lot of trouble if this stuff doesn't turn up real soon.
What you said before still holds true. That we can help Dr. Nicholas. I mean, it was his drug that saved my wife's life. And whatever trouble I get into, I'd still do the same thing. I'd still take it from the lab.
I understand that, Lionel, but I doubt the person who took it from you has the same motives. I would imagine whoever has it now is out to make a killing. Of the financial persuasion.
Well, it was a great idea. Too bad it didn't work.
Where are you going?
To get out of this stuff. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm working on solving a riddle. What do you get when you put Gina in Lionel's house looking for the serum?
Well, you get nothing. I mean, maybe we were wrong. Maybe Lionel isn't the one who stole it, or maybe I looked in the wrong places.
Yeah, that's all probably right. But then why did you leave there, so quickly?
Because I was afraid someone might come home. Because somebody did. But it's all right. I mean, we'll keep on looking. I never get out to... What was all that for?
I think I found the solution to my riddle.
How did you know?
Felt it against my chest.
I was going to tell you.
Yeah, right. What, a postcard from Argentina after you sold it? Come on!
No, I'm not that stupid. I mean, I knew that I would need you to help me sell it. It's the blueprint for 4A you were planning when I was in here before. I thought, I'll make him sweat. I'll make him pay for it.
How am I going to do it?
You're going to make me partner. 50-50.
Oh, us? Never worked before, dear.
We're all we've got. Is it a deal?
Yeah, it's a deal. It's a dirty deal. Where are we going to find a buyer for this stuff?
Well, now I've got a riddle for you. Now, who knocked himself out trying to buy a pharmaceutical firm that would possibly be able to make a bid on that serum? And who wooed Dr. Nicholas ever since he got into town?
You little devil! You mean no black markets? You're going to tell us the CC all the time? You just love it when you want something, you know.
Better than carnal knowledge on a hot tin roof.
By the way, what's the roof like up here?
Awfully public.
Face it. If crazy man in love with me, they'd be loco de more loco de me.
Well, I'll admit that it's nice being with someone who knows me as well as you do. That way I don't have to explain everything.
I love it. You're vicious. It turns me on. You know, I think I have a way to clean up this whole deal.
You know, a way to get the government to approve this serum?
No, the way to get rid of this bone of sweat. You know, that you've been doing paying me back. It doesn't involve hot tin roofs. Take a shower together.
To be a fake. Listen, this kind of thing happens all the time. They put someone's face with another body. They put two people in the same picture who've never met. You've seen it.
I've seen it.
Right, so obviously this is a cutout picture of Eden put on a background.
Obviously.
Listen, come on. Don't tell me you think that's a picture of her.
I'm not telling you anything, Kelly. Have you ever seen this particular shot of Eden before?
No, I haven't, but there are probably hundreds of pictures I haven't seen of Eden. What, did they send a note, anything with it?
Nothing, but I know it's a person who's been making the calls.
Well, I think we should go to the cops right now.
No, we can't do that. It's too risky. On the slim chance that she is still alive, I want to go ahead and let them make the move till I know what's going on. You haven't told Jeffrey anything about this, have you?
No.
Good. By the way, I've been looking over the transcripts from his trial. They're on the desk if you want to look.
What do you think?
I think that he had a short trial and not much chance to defend himself. From what I can tell, his representation was abysmal. They didn't do enough pre-trial investigation. They didn't call the right witnesses, didn't recall the ones they should have, among other things.
Is that enough to reopen the case?
Not yet, but I'm just getting started. I hope to dig up a lot more.
Okay.
You don't know? That's Jeffrey's late wife, Elizabet Conrad.
Are you sure, Mason? I thought...
What?
I just thought she looked different than that.
No, there's no mistake. That's her.
Used up all the soap. Would you like to give me that towel? I'm going to go down to the pantry, and I'm going to get another box.
Well, listen, I have a meeting in 15 minutes with the mayor, so
I have a back that needs scrubbing. This is a pretty sad state of affairs when a girl has to scrub her own back. I was calling my hairdresser on the phone, and I heard this weird clicking sound, and Cruz Castillo was here earlier asking me questions. I think he bugged the place.
Let's have a look at the phone.
No, you don't need to do that. Besides, you're late because you have an appointment with the mayor, and I'm getting really cold standing here, so why don't you just go, and I'll check you out later.
Well, yeah, keep that gorgeous body gorgeous. I don't want to get all pruny.
Bye.
Great outfit.
I just got out of the shower.
Yeah, I know. I stretched out while I was waiting for you. I must have dozed off.
You're working such long, hard hours.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about work. I'm on a break. Come here. You know, I almost came up and surprised you in the shower.
That would have been a surprise. Well, we'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah. Let's try it now.
But I just got out of the shower. I mean, if I go back in the shower, I'll turn into a prune.
I like prunes.
I'd have fired you right on the spot.
Why? Because they tried to get Lockridge to tell the truth?
Because I don't approve of the way you operate.
The man is a thief. He stole the serum.
So, you tell his wife she's gonna die?
I do whatever I think will produce results.
Well, aside from what that says about your ethics, you almost put us out of business with the guy.
I took a lot less of a chance than you did with your moral obligations pitch.
That pitch is what I believe, and it worked.
Yeah, well, 99% of the time, it wouldn't have.
You got a lousy view of humanity, you know that?
If you go with the assumption that everybody is out for themselves, you won't be disillusioned.
Well, maybe I don't mind being disillusioned once in a while. It means I still have some illusions.
It's really hard to believe you were ever a spy.
That's why I gave it up.
Bruce, we really have different styles. I think I said that before. So why can't we just respect that and work together?
Because I don't respect what you did tonight. I do not respect it. Now, this is your final warning. You can either cut the terror tactics or get out of here. I don't care which. And I'm not going to tell you who.
Now, I hope you're hungry, because I have got spaghetti on the bottom. I couldn't find the corner, so it might just be a little bit soggy, right?
No, it'll be fine.
What? Well, what's wrong? Did something happen with Meison?
Jeffrey, why didn't you tell me Elizabeth looked like me?
Well, she didn't. What are you talking about?
I just saw a picture of her in Mason's file.
Well, her hair may have been long at the time that picture was taken, but...
Long, blonde hair she had, Jeffrey. I mean, she wore it just like I wear mine. Our features are alike,
this
even.
is crazy. Elizabeth didn't look anything like you. I mean, you know, if I had some pictures to show you, I could show you she never looked the same in any two of them. She changed the color of her hair all the time. Now, Kelly, hey, let's not spoil tonight. The first night in our new home. Now, I'm not lying to you. Please, believe that. Okay?
I'm sorry, it just took me by surprise. So where's that, soggy spaghetti you were making? I'm starved.
Well, it's coming right up. Just as soon as I get a hug. Hmm?
Only it's true. Only you are alive. Mason Capwell.
Did you get the picture of your sister?
Yeah, I got it. Is she alive?
She won't be for long. Did you tell anyone about this?
No, I won't, but where is she? Is she all right? Do you want money? Is that it? Was she kidnapped?
You'll find out what you're supposed to know when it's time for you to know.
Can't you give me some idea what this is about?
About Eden Capwell. That's what it's about.
No.
I'm Tom Brokaw. In today's complicated world, you need to understand the day's events easily, clearly, and completely. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.